All right, it's day number 2, May the 4th, 6:20 in the morning, something like that. Just been getting checked into work and everything, just like yesterday. So it'll probably be the same deal. Probably not going to take a lot of video today during work, unless something different is happening than my first video. I'm going to try to make this one a little bit shorter, because yesterday's was almost half an hour long. I am going to look around for an event to take 3 pt002s so that I'll have something interesting to put on here. And then along with that, I gotta finish some molds and all kinds of action. So as I do things, I will check back in. But welcome to day number 2. See you. Hey guys, okay, so welcome back to my day, I guess. I haven't been videotaping the whole day because it's been boring. I've been working on the same stuff I was working on yesterday, so I don't need to show that again. However, today is May the 4th, and the Nerdist just put out a video today, which is like a spoof video for the Cantina band, and I'm in it. I get to play Figrin Dan, the leader of the Cantina band, Biff, and they made the costume completely ridiculous. They hired Tom Spina to do all the accessories on the mask. That's funny, Tom. As I'm writing this, that bling you just heard is Tom writing me right now. I will play a clip from the Nerdist thing. They shot this just a few days after I got back from San Francisco. In my previous video, it's funny because Tom is writing me right now about the video, because they did some weird stuff because it looked really good in the camera, but they did some kind of effect and like washed out all the footage. It doesn't look as good as it did on the monitor. I have photos from the monitors. It looked really rich and nice. Anyway, let's take a look at a scene with me in one of the Node costumes as a Biff. Hang on, I'll be right. So here's me in the costume, totally ridiculous. I'm gonna push play.
How do you top Coachella?
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
So that's me. It's completely ridiculous, but it was fun shoot. Not bad for the day's work. I'm kind of bummed that they changed the colors, because it looked really good in the monitor. It looked super rich. The colors were nice. The lighting was really good, and they like lifted up the darks a lot, and it really changed the vibe of it. I think it looked better before they did that, like right out of the camera. Anyway, it's super goofy. I know. But anyway, I got to get back to work here for about another hour. Then I may go on another bike ride or potentially run, and then come back and finish molding this part for McMaster, and it should be fun. Psst. Yeah. Just in case there's any question about what day I'm filming this, May the 4th. So I gotta get my picture with 3PO. Hey, buddy. Think this will be a good one? Yeah? No? Maybe? We'll see. I didn't even throw it yet. Alright, good boy. Not bad for a 13-year-old dog. He's getting old, but he still likes to run around. Alright. So, I'm almost done with work. I have, looks like 3.5 minutes left of a render to finish, and then I can take off for the day and do something more entertaining. Now, one of the things I do while I'm at my work is I keep a guitar close to my desk, and I run it through my computer sound system with the Line 6 guitar port. This thing is probably 12 years old. I'm sure they've got newer versions that are better, but this one sounds great, and it utilizes their Line 6 Pod Farm, which is the software, and there's just tons and tons of amps and effects built into it. And then there's pay versions where you can get even better effects and tones and amplifier mods and all this stuff that I've never purchased, but they sound good. But it seems like every few months they release some of the amps that were previously pay versions become part of the free package, so I've just never upgraded. And like I said, this thing's like 12 years old, and it sounds pretty good. sounds like it's got a pretty good tone for coming out of my computer speaker. Works. Not bad. So it's sounds fun. Ding dong, ding dang, ding dong around a lot during the day while I do this. It's another thing to keep me actually in my chair so that I don't get down from here and start on something else and get distracted from work. I can actually watch a render finish, which is like watching paint dry, and keeps me in my desk. So another thing. So this is finished now. So I am going to check out of work, and I will be back in a few moments with whatever else I'm on to. So, alright, so I am going to ride my bike again. Before I go, I have to add a little bit of lubricant to this rear hub because I think that the carbon part of the hub is unbonding from the aluminum part, and it creaks when I ride, and it lube it like this, and then it'll be fine for about 40 minutes, and then it starts doing it again, and every time it sounds horrible. It makes me crazy. So I just did that. Now I'll be off on my ride. So if you guys ever watch any of the Jay Leno's garage videos here on YouTube, you'll see this is San Fernando Road, and almost every one of his videos you see him drive up this section of road on his way to one of the canyons. His garage is really close. I've just started to climb Mount Verdugo on my bike, and I passed that place over here with the smokestacks yesterday, but then to the right there's some kind of big fire that looks like it's right at the dam that I was at yesterday. So apparently I'm missing out on whatever's going on over there. I see multiple helicopters flying around, and I just saw a helicopter dump a load of water and then leave. So there's a couple helicopters around there now. I don't know what they're doing, if they're just videotaping for the news, or if they're dropping fire retardant or what. So the view is pretty nice up there. There's Burbank Airport. Turn around, and there is a fire still going on. I saw another helicopter dump a load of water on it. So I'm on Mount Verdugo right now. That's the 5 down there. I'm surprised it's not busier, but traffic will be crazy there soon. This mountain back here, the little radio tower way up there. Just on the other side of the radio tower is the Hollywood sign, if you want a point of reference. So I have rounded the bend here. I'm on the other side of the hill now, where I can see this fire a little better. And it looks like they have multiple helicopters coming to drop water on the fire. I'm trying to wait for one. I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but in the meantime, we'll look around here. So it doesn't look as big from here, but up there, I don't know if I can get my finger in the picture right there. There's a bench way up there. And that's usually where I end up riding my bike to, and I sit there for a little bit, and then I ride back. When I run, sometimes I will run all the way to that tower up there, which is a lot further away than it looks. Like where that bench is and the tower and the camera look like they're not far at all, but it's really far. It's another 5 mile and a half. There's a helicopter down there right now, getting ready to drop some water. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. There it goes, dropping a whole bunch of water. It doesn't even look like it's going on the fire. It's probably just wetting the area around the fire, or maybe there's some smaller fires breaking out. I don't know, but they seem to be doing a loop. I'm wondering where they're picking the water up from. There is a reservoir just over the hills there, so it might be where they're running the loop. Anyway, I gotta head back here in a minute to the house and see if I can find an event to take 3PO2. So I am out. I stopped to put on a sweatshirt because it's actually getting kind of cold out. You can kind of see where I am. There's a fire back there that we've been looking at. I'm gonna take a quick look at my bike here. This is a 1997 Kona Kilauea, and this bike has been a champ. It has lasted me all these years. I am due for a new bike. but it was hard to justify until I got out here. It's still serving me just fine here in the hills, but I'd like to get a newer, nicer new bike sometime relatively soon. When I moved to Tampa about, I don't know, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, I had this bike and I was just about to get a new one. And when I moved, I realized the drivers in Tampa are some of the worst drivers I've ever been around. And I kind of stopped riding bikes for a long time. Almost the entire time I lived in Tampa, I rarely rode my bike. Now that I'm in California, I ride it more. I've ridden it the last few days just because I need to get out and do something, because the times when I have a chance to actually go get exercise, to run or to ride my bike, are pretty rare. Usually I have too many projects and I end up stuck at the house. So when it's slightly less projects and I can get out for a little bit, I try to take advantage of that. But anyway, this is my bike. It's a steel frame. Again, it's 1997. I've upgraded just about everything on the bike at some point or another. Mine is the pedals, which are the same pedals, clipless pedals from 97. If you've never seen clipless pedals, they go with shoes like this. I don't know if this is on the camera, but they clip into the actual pedal. And that's good because when you pedal, you can pedal on the upstroke also, as well as the downstroke. I really like them. I've had them for a long time. I've replaced the wheels, basically everything except for the stem, the headset, which is here, the bottom bracket. No, I have replaced bottom bracket. Take that back. Stem, headset, seat clamp, and that's it. Everything else has been switched at some point or another on this bike. So upgrades over the years. So not everything is 97, just the frame. The frame is made out of steel. It's a Columbus steel. Very nice. Very, very nice ride. It's probably on the very lighter side for a steel bike, especially at the time when this is made. And it's got a lot more flex than an aluminum bike, so it's more comfortable, especially like ripping down hills where it's a little bumpy. It sucks up a lot of the chatter, where an aluminum bike, like my other bike, I'll take it out sometime soon. That bike is super, super rigid, and when you hit a bump, it makes the whole bike shake and you feel it in your bones. So it's pretty nice. I would like to get a lighter, full suspension bike sometime soon, because I'm an old man now, 40. So I need something a little more cushy for my tired old butt. So here's a little bit more of that view from up here, and the fire for reference. It's really pretty, and this is rideable from my house. I can ride here, which I love. Alright, so I am back home and need to do a quick check on the social media to see if poor 3PO here, who's half disassembled, is going to have any events on May the 4th, because it would be such a shame for him not to. It is approximately, what time is it? I gotta look at my watch here. It is, come on, 7 o'clock on the nose. So 7 o'clock right now. Just got back from my bike ride. Gotta see if there's events within the next 3 hours. I don't want to be out too late. And then I'm gonna get the first batch of silicone poured on this mold, and I'll be back. Cover some. All right, so you guys have seen this scene before. I'm basically gonna take off my shoes like I'm Mr. Rogers or something, because I gotta get showered up, potentially go out. So I wanted to show you guys these shoes really quick if I didn't get a good view of them on the mountain. These are for clipless pedals on bikes. If any of you are cyclists, you have probably seen these before. But if you're not familiar with it, the pedals on the bike are about this big, and they have a little mechanism that clips to this cleat so that the shoe is attached to the bike. And then when you pedal, you can pull up and around and over, and it's great. And these shoes are actually kind of new. They are the Giro, I don't even know what model this is. Probably says somewhere on here. I don't know, but you can take a look. I'll post it in the link below if I can find out. I got these a few months ago because my other shoes are almost as old as my bicycle, and they were starting to fall apart. So these shoes so far are pretty good. When I'm riding, they work great, but the cup in the heel is very deep. So this part here, where the Achilles support is, fits nice and snug. Everything fits really good except for this. My heel doesn't sit deep enough in there. So if I have to hike up a hill or something, my heel moves around a little bit in the back, and I don't like that. But otherwise, they're good. They fit my feet nicely. They don't crunch my toes too bad, and they're good. But anyway, this isn't a review. It's just a day in the life of me. So Figured I'd show you that while they're here. Now I am off to take a shower. I'm not bringing you guys in there with me. Bye. Alright, so I'm out of the shower. You can see I have shaved my face just in case I get to do a 3PO thing with the facial hair. It tends to brush against the microphone and make horrible sounds. So I shave. That's pretty much anytime you see me shave, it's because I did some kind of 3PO event right before. That's almost the only reason I ever shave. So now I'm having a banana and dates, which is like the best combo ever. This is a staple of mine. I love this. Good. Hey guys, so it's dark sharts in my car. I didn't realize it was gonna be so dark. I just went to Meltdown Comics here on Sunset in LA. Figured there might be something cool going on because they had a Star Wars Day kind of party thing, but it was pretty lame actually. So, not going to that. So now I'm driving home, and I'm gonna be back on finishing some molds. So that'll be fun. And see how it goes. Back in a bit. Sorry, my windshield's dirty. This is Ralph's over here. This is known as Rockstar Ralph's because it's where a lot of famous musician types apparently go to this Ralph's. This is very close to Hollywood. So I was just getting off at the exit, and some idiot almost killed me. Now, when I first moved out here, people would tell me before I moved, they're like, oh, the drivers in LA are horrible. Now, they're not good drivers by any means. However, they are way better than Tampa and Orlando. Tampa in particular was just so bad. LA drivers, there's just a lot of cars, so people have to do weird things just to get around. And once you're here, you sort of understand some of the things that they choose to do. Like in town, making a left on a red after the light has changed is very common. When I first moved out here, I was like, what are these people doing? But then you realize, like, that's the only way cars are going to make that left-hand turn, because a lot of intersections in LA don't have signals. So you'll wait at the light, and then the light will turn red, and about 3 cars will make a left-hand turn. Sorry, I'm completely in the dark, but I'm almost home. So anyway, sorry this day's been not the most exciting today, but that's how it goes sometimes. And I get home, I'm gonna work on molds and pour some silicone, and that will be not exciting either. So see you guys. 10 p.m. 10:14, time for waffles. So, being May the 4th, GQ posted one of the photos from the Amy Schumer shoot. It's kind of cool. I think that it's fun that it's online and that that's what they use, GQ magazine. And this would have been a really fun thing, except that the repercussions that came from this shoot were, and still are, kind of ridiculous on my end, especially since I went into it sort of being misled by the people at GQ as far as their contact with Lucasfilm, etc. So when I did it, I was under the impression it was a legit thing for me to be there, but it turned out it wasn't, and it's kind of given me some hiccups in the road, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Maybe eventually I'll make an entire video about this shoot and the process of just how I ended up there and what's happened since. If you guys are interested, let me know and I will make a video specifically about that. But anyway, this was a fun day. She took her phone right there. She'd taken a bunch of selfies and she was sending them to her brother. And if anybody here happens to watch this and happens to know her, I would love to get a copy of those photos if from her phone. I think that would be really neat. Alright guys, so I am in the process of getting ready to put silicone down. Got a few last things to do. However, it's getting late, and if I'm going to put this video out tomorrow, I got to stop it now and then pick it up tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have it poured or if I'll pour it first thing in the morning. but I'm gonna have to stop it now so that I can throw together these clips and upload. This is a disadvantage of trying to keep a daily vlog of all my stuff, is that I've got to be able to stop what I'm doing and upload at some point. So unfortunately I can't show anyone the process of this. Maybe tomorrow I'll get into how I'm doing this, and that'll be fine. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and sorry I had to cut it short here, but it's the only way it's going to upload in the required time. It's a tricky new thing for me. I'm going to try to keep a deadline for myself. So alright, see you guys tomorrow. The dog is snoring.